So how do you make money by investing in the stock market? Check this video out. Hey guys, this is Marvin Germo. I'm here at Mirror Lake. At the back is Mount Hood. I want to talk about how you can earn money from the stock market. I've got a lot of questions asking, especially newbies, especially people who are not yet into trading and investing, asking how does it really work? How do you make money off the markets? How can you win and how can you use it to make your stocks or this asset class work hard for you in perpetuity? So just to make it as simple as it can be, there are two ways to earn in the stock market. Number one is via capital appreciation. Capital appreciation is you buying a stock, holding it, and as the stock goes up, you get to have a gain and you can use that gain to sell. Meaning, if you buy a stock at 10, the stock goes to 12. If you sell it, the 2 peso gain is yours. It's just like buying a condo. You buy a condo at 1 million, the condo goes to 1.5 million. If someone is willing to buy it from you at 1.5 million, that gain, that 500,000 is yours. So in the stock market, it's also the same way. Meaning, at 10 pesos, the stock goes to 12. You must find a suitable seller or a suitable buyer. Someone must be willing to buy it from you at 2 pesos. Now, here's what's interesting about it. For capital appreciation, it can help also determine the amount of gain and the amount of money that you would want to earn. Meaning, if you have 1,000,000 pesos and you want to get 1,000,000 more, that means you need to earn 100%. Earning 100% actually means that your trade or a combination of trades that you have should almost double. And the rule of thumb and the adage when it comes to trading and investing is this: the higher the gain, the higher the risk. Meaning you might need to trade more to get that 100%, or the trade that you want to have, the gain that you would want to have must be at least a bit more volatile, or you need to wait much longer for the uptrend to progress or for the movement of the stock to fulfill its upward move that's stronger. Another way to do it is to put in more money. Why am I saying this? If you have 10 million pesos and you want to earn 1 million, 10% of 10 million is 1 million. So what does that mean also? It basically means this: if you want to have a larger amount of earnings with a lesser amount of risk, because the lower the gain, the lower the risk. If you want to get a higher amount, smaller risk attached to it, the only thing you need to do is basically put in a larger amount and get that smaller percentage gain, but you will get a high amount of return. Meaning, if you have 10 million pesos earning at 10%, it will also give you 1 million pesos, and that's the way to do it. I encourage people for you to be able to utilize the stock market more. The stock market is a great multiplier if your base is big. The stock market is a great multiplier if you have a large amount placed in it. So for you to win, for you to make money, and for you to utilize the stock market, you need to put a lot, because as you start putting in more, don't get me wrong, you can start with 5,000 pesos. You can start investing in the market and earning a lot of money by putting in little by little by little by little by little. 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 pesos is amazing. That's why it's very, very important for you to put in as much as you can, because it's okay to put smaller amounts as long as you keep on putting, because as you keep on putting more, it allows you to make that grow. As it allows you to make that grow, suddenly the earnings from it, the percentage that you will get from it, will become reasonable until it becomes massive. And that should be your goal, and that should be your style for all of it. The more you put in, the more massive it becomes, the larger your gain will be over a stretch period of time. That's why you can predict your earnings already by the amount of gain that you want to have, but it's also predicated by the amount of money that you put in. The more you put in, smaller amounts of gain will be very, very, very reasonable already. And that's why you see a lot of people who have larger amounts, they're okay with this amount of percentage gain, because this amount of percentage gain gives them this amount of money already. That's why capital appreciation works. The larger you put, the larger the amount of money that you will get over a period of time. The second way to earn is what you call dividends. When you get dividends, it's like you getting a portion of the income of the company, and as you get a portion of the income that's not going to be used anymore, it can give you cash flow. And the thing about that is, this is for me one of the safest and the more conservative, a more conservative approach on how you can make money. Why? Because companies will only give you dividends if they're actually making money. And the thing about that, it becomes safe because they will not close down until they have extra earnings that they can distribute. They will not close down as long as they know that they have more than enough for their operations, more than enough for their expansion, and above and beyond that, they have more that they can give to you guys as well. And this is somehow something that you can predict also, because if it's giving you 4, 5, 6, 7% dividend yield on a yearly basis, you can also predict passive cash flow. The goal and the style for this is passive cash flow, passive income in perpetuity. And how do you do it? You just predict how much you want to put for a certain stock. So for example, it has, say, 10, you want to get, say, 100,000. So just look, or you want to get 500,000. You just look for a stock that gives you 5% dividend yield, and that means you would need around 10 million at 5%, giving you 500,000 per year. So this is good for people who don't want volatility. This is for people who are okay that even if markets go up and down, as long as the company gives you stable yields and dividends, you can get something. You can get a specific amount, a specific set of cash on a regular basis, regardless if the market is bullish or bearish. It can be a combination of something that will give you both capital appreciation and dividends. So the technique will be, find something that has growth, because as it has growth, the stock price will go up. And as the stock price starts going up later on, and while you are holding on to the stock, it will also give you dividends in return. So suddenly the earnings become massive, because on a yearly basis you get dividends, and while you're waiting for it, the dividends will pile up and pile up. And the technique there is you reinvest those dividends. The biggest mistake of a lot of people is, while they want to grow their money, as the dividends start coming in, they start taking it out. My suggestion, whatever amount that you get from dividends, just use it and put it back in. Buy as much as you can so that your base becomes massive. So there, you need a combination of both for it to work. Don't take it out, make it grow. Every time the dividends are there, put it back, pile it back in, so your base gets bigger. But I encourage you, every time you have extra cash, every time you earn more, put it back to buy it so it becomes bigger. And that's one of the biggest secrets on how you can make your money grow faster. Make good trades, buy stocks that are good, buy stocks that are growing, buy stocks that have a really good history of capital appreciation, that even if they correct, they will still go up because they're good. But don't just rely on how good your trades are. Keep on putting in more money. As you keep on putting in your money, your base gets bigger. And lastly, get the ones that give you dividends. So now you have 3 ways on how you can make it bigger, faster, stronger. Make good trades, put in money, and don't touch the dividends as long as you want your stocks to continue to grow. So that's it for now. We just hiked a quick portion, or we hiked around Mirror Lake with Mount Hood at the backdrop. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope this helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you.